You have any fucking bad stories that you did? Like crazy shit?
Dude, there was one time... Fuck, poor Jesse, dude. One time we went and hang out with my cousin Hector. I don't know if you guys have met him.
Yeah.
And we went to my aunt's house, and my aunt's house, she lived next to an elementary school. And it was like a 2-story elementary school. So we were fucking around, running around, you know, all over the place. And Jesse is at the top, and he's trying to get down, but not through the stairs. He's trying to climb over and go like straight down.
Yeah.
And so I'm watching him, and he steps over and he fucking slips and he just fucking hits the floor. Smack.
Oh.
And he stayed there, and I was like, oh fuck, dude. Like, I didn't know what the fuck to do. I freaked out for a whole fucking good like 10 seconds. I didn't know what the fuck happened. I couldn't, because he wasn't moving. And so I finally go, and I'm like, oh fuck. So I'm shaking that motherfucker like, hey, wake up.
This fool kicking him and shit.
And then finally, then he fucking snaps out of it. And I was like, oh my fucking God. I don't know if to this day he remembers it, but he hit that fucking concrete pretty fucking hard. I thought he died that day. I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? I got to go tell my parents that I just fucking watched my brother kill himself.
Back in 2007, dude, or 2004 to 2007, there was a really bad snowstorm up there. I don't know if you were up there at that time.
Yeah.
And it was like fucking, like it was up to here. Yeah. It was crazy.
Couldn't even drive through it.
Yeah. So we had a go-kart, right, at the time. And I was like, hey, Andy, I told my little brother, hey, Andy, like, I'm going to hook up the wagon to the back. Sit in it, bro. I'm gonna drive you around. He gets in, and I take a 90-degree angle, probably like 40 miles an hour, forgetting that he's back there. And all of a sudden, I just fucking see that motherfucker go flying, and the fucking the wagon's like doing circles behind me, going fucking crazy. And he's on the floor, and I fucking bust a bitch. I go back, and I'm like, dude, are you okay? He's fucking bawling his eyes out. Keep in mind, he's probably like 6. And so then I pick him up. I'm like, dude, you can't tell dad, like, please, like, because he had a tendency, you know, being the younger kid, he would always tell on me. So I was like, dude, please.
Or you
like,
were always messing with him.
Yeah, I would mess with him, but like, fuck.
At that time, it was an accident.
Yeah. So I was like, dude, please, like, don't tell dad, like, please. And he didn't tell my dad. I fucking got away with it. But my mom was like, hey, like, what the fuck? Like, why are you all bruised? Why are you all scratched? What the fuck is going on? I was like, he fell outside. Like, I don't fucking know.
He didn't bribe you or anything? Like, no, hey, you got to do this for me?
Yeah, that was the one time. It was weird. He saved me.
That's a good brother, huh?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. He saved me because I would have been dead. Honestly, like,
wow,
that shit was fucked up.
Oh shit.
Mm-mm. Yeah, I have an older sister, and I caught her kissing the neighbor.
Oh shit.
And
you know this is gonna be on the internet, right?
It's okay. She don't listen.
It's all right. It's not gonna get to her.
It's already been done and said with, like, but I caught her kissing the neighbor. My parents were not home, and then I run outside and I'm like, hey, Maria, where are you? Like, and I'm looking at her, and I just see her kissing the boy next door, and then they turn around and they're both like, oh, don't tell nobody. And I was like, don't tell nobody. My ass. So I think like maybe it was like 3 days after Christmas, and she got this Barbie that I really, really wanted, but she was just being a bitch and didn't want to share her fucking Barbie with me. So I told her, I was like, all right, I won't say anything, but I need the Barbie. Like, give me the Barbie. So
I need that Barbie.
That specific one. That one. No games.
I want that Barbie. So my mom sees me playing with it, and she's like, Maria gave it to you? I was like, yeah, she gave it to me.
She hooked it up.
She felt nice, and she gave it to me. Maybe like 2 months later, she pissed me off so much. We were doing something, and we were all like in a little family area. I remember we were doing paper mache with my dad. She pissed me off because she wouldn't give me the fucking glue. I was like, you know what? Maria kissed Mauricio next door, and I need you guys to know.
It had to be said.
She aired her out for glue.
What?
There's no fucking boundaries.
Yeah, I mean, this is a well-known story in our family, and my sister till this day, she always tells me that I'm the snitch, but I was like, well, you deserved it. The thing is that I got in trouble because my dad's like, so you kept a secret from me. And I was like,
Wow.
I meant to tell you. I swear, I just forgot about it. She pissed me off.
I started playing with the Barbie and I forgot to tell you.
I was distracted. I swear.
All I could think about was getting that Barbie down.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, usually when little brothers or sisters cover for their older brothers and sisters, they usually want something in return.
Yeah. There was, I mean, for me, I had to do that with my little brother eventually down the line. Like, hey, I'll give you $20 if you don't tell them this or whatever. Or I'm going to go here, you know? Like, I had to watch them and I'm like, hey, dude, like, don't do no stupid shit. I'll bring you back some food, all right? Like,
Just chill the fuck out. Chill the fuck out.
yeah. So that did happen. But that one time, he didn't. But you were going to say something?
No, I don't think. I think my brothers had the power, my sister too. But it was never like, I'm worried that they're going to say something. Because honestly, I fucking snitch too. Like, one goes down, we all go down. Like,
I don't fucking like how this dude's been acting lately, man.
I'm just saying, dude, I'm not the only one going to pay for it. Fuck that, bro. Fuck that. I'm not going to be fucking scolded by myself. We're all getting a fucking lecture. What the fuck?
Shit, dude.
But I think there was a power there, but it was never used. And it was always like respected. Because as they got older, like, they understood why not saying anything benefited them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was...
Well, I want to piggyback off your kissing a neighbor story. So,
Kissing the neighbor.
so this is a thing
Maria
now.
tried to stop it.
So, I told this story on the podcast that's going to come out in a couple of weeks, but the story is basically, to make it short, is I used to get bullied by the neighbor across the street. One day he knocks me down, he throws me on the floor, drops my cup of Sunny D, and I love Sunny D. All right, he fucking knocks this shit down. That meant a lot to me, man. Trust me. So I was like, and he knocks me down and he was like, you're ugly and you'll never get a girl like me. And I was like, oh, is that right? Go home that day. I had his girlfriend be my girlfriend within 5 days and leave his ass on his birthday.
Fuck yeah.
January 3rd. I will never forget this shit. So eventually down the line, a year later, we go we go outside and shit. We're playing, basketball, whatever we're playing. When my neighbor Johnny's like, hey bro, like, did you hear what happened? And I was like, no. He's like, Andrew's dad caught him. And I was like, what do you mean caught him? And he's like, he caught him kissing the guy next door. He turned gay.
He turned gay. I don't think he turned gay. I think he was.
He was gay.
He was gay and came out.
my boy switched teams. He went on there and he pressed fucking pause and he fucking switched teams, dude.
You turned him gay.
Dude, he bullied me, bro. What did you want me to do?
You turned him gay because
Hey.
he bullied you.
I
I respect that, dude.
Hey.
Like that's
You
fine.
motherfucker.
That's a power play right there. That's a power move.
You know what? He might have liked you in a different kind of way. You just didn't realize.
He was probably jealous
at
because
the
she was your
time.
girlfriend.
Oh, damn. Did you ever think about it like that?
Hey,
He was going on you too hard.
Damn.
word, huh?
You broke his heart. That's what you did.
I think we're just making Art's head bigger. He's like, I attract both
Damn, so both of
sexes.
them wanted me?
Hey guys, I was just trying to tell a funny story. I like where this is going. Like,
Hey, you better change the fucking subject, dog.
but yeah, I saw that. I didn't see him, but I guess the dad caught him fucking kissing the dude, man. And
That's
then
crazy.
I'm airing out this shit, but like fucking then that's his dad ended up, the guy that he was kissing, that dad ended up effing his mom.
Oh, shit.
So and
Oh my god, this is
Fucked up guy.
complicated.
yeah,
the
this
fuck?
shit got real complex.
There's
it
a
got to
tree now.
Yeah, this shit got
It's a
crazy.
sitcom is what it is.
Word, man. So yeah, stay tuned for that episode.
Novela.
You got out at the right time.
Yeah,
We're going to leave. This is good. This is like a good novella. Yeah.
word, man. Good soap opera.
Keep it in short parts, real suspenseful. So that way.
Yeah, so they don't get the whole gist. But yeah, fucking turned a dude gay.
So the next
Damn, dude.
podcast is going to be Art and his sex.
His ex dude he had beef with that wanted to fuck him.
I'm good, man. Fuck
Damn,
that.
Art.
You guys are weird.
No, I'm just saying, that's, don't be ashamed of it. It's all right.
You turned a guy gay.
How bad is that going to sound,
I'm
dog?
at a loss for words.
Especially nowadays.
Ah, man. Okay, so I'll ask you guys this question, and I want to get you guys' take because you guys are parents. Question, but how do you guys feel about transgender, making that transition? Do you think that should be an option for kids?
So, I don't remember a day when I was like, am I a boy or am I not a boy? Like,
Yeah.
Like I never had that thought in my head, so I can see how that thought be for other people. Because I mean, you see it. If you don't see it, then you're a fool.
So you're saying some people are meant to do it, is what you're saying?
I mean, they're gay animals. Like, how's that?
Word.
No, to be honest,
fucking
yeah.
chimps.
No, I mean,
To be
The
honest.
frogs are gay.
Yeah, they're gay,
The
gay
water,
frogs,
dude.
Yeah.
and not just on the Alex Jones kind of way.
No, he wasn't lying about that. That was actually true. Because they were doing certain tests on them that they were actually turning.
yeah. So,
Turning the frog.
Oh,
gay.
I mean, lions. The most
Hey
manly.
man, I'm a lion. Dude, I'm a Leo. Don't stay away from my
No,
lions, big
shit,
dog.
he's- manly kind of animal.
Yeah.
It's- I mean, donkeys, horses. So it's like, are we that special? I don't think so.
True.
I don't think so.
See,
I don't think we're that special. I think.
So you see
we're
more
just
as like a norm, like nobody should really pay mind to it.
I think if you don't see it, then something is wrong with it.
see, I think that my thing is like I don't mind what you do with your life. Like again, like that's what people fight for, right? We live in this country to be able to do what we want.
Right.
My problem comes when you give the kid that option.
Right.
Like Oscar said, he said, when I was a kid, I didn't have that thought. But if you plant that seed, like, hey, it's an option, I feel then the kid actually thinks about that.
Right.
If somebody would have told me, hey, you know what? There's this other thing, I was going to be like,
Nah.
maybe.
I can be a woman.
You know what? I'll be like, hey, you know what? Like,
Yeah, dude. But
should just
I get it, but
But the thing is that gender is very much a social construct. Like our babies are born and we assign a gender to them.
correct.
Right.
So for us to say that we don't want to give them that option, it really is kind of hypocritical because we're saying we don't want to give you that option. We're only telling you to be a boy.
Right. Like we're holding
cannot
that
be a
right
girl.
to it. Yeah. We're
You
holding
are
right
only
to
a
it.
boy, right? Because that's what's socially acceptable.
Correct.
So when you think about it in that context, you really have to step back and think, well, is my son or daughter comfortable being told that?
Right.
Are you comfortable being told you're a boy?
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it.
Yeah. But some
Yeah.
people do.
Right.
Some people do have a problem being a boy, being a girl. And it's not a matter of giving them the option of transitioning. It's giving them the option to explore
Or to express.
or to express. Because in a world where like you said, we can do whatever we want,
except be gay.
except be gay. Like that's not how that works.
We can do everything else, just like
So-
the gay thing.
You
guys are overboard.
that should just ain't cool. That should just.
So to me, I often think about it because, like you said, we are parents, and I often think about like, what if one of my daughters were to tell me I'm not comfortable being a girl? Okay, well, what are you comfortable being? I don't know yet. Okay, well then let's figure it out. Or you need more experience to figure it out, right?
Right.
You're too young to know what you are, but you know you're not comfortable being a girl. Okay.
Fair enough.
Why do you think some girls are tomboys? Or some boys may be a little more
Feminine.
feminine,
Yeah.
right? Because they like that side of everything, or they're more sweet, or they're more calm, or
Yeah.
and immediately when a boy is sweet or calm, oh, he must be gay.
Gay.
Right.
No, you're just sweet. You're a very nice person.
This guy over here. Fucking sweetheart is what he is.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Well, see, I get it, but I just think that it's the way that it's being portrayed right now in society is like it's like a trend more than it is.
Right.
I feel like it's
where
more glorified
accepted.
right now.
Yeah, it's more glorified. Like I understand that that there needs to be a sense of acceptance for it because again, we can do what we want.
we can do what we want.
But I think that it's coming from a bad place when it starts to become a trend and it's like the cool thing to do. And you're only doing it because it's something that's cool right now. Like what if you do that transition and like we all make mistakes and stuff. We all learn from our mistakes.
Do you think that at one point, like, you know how a lot of things we do when we were young, like middle school, high school, like the trends we used to do,
Right.
Like, and my mom would always say, like, oh, it's just for right now. Like later on the road, you're not gonna want to fucking dress like that, or you're not gonna think like that. And in that case, do you feel like there's a certain time for it, like to bring it up?
Yeah, well, that's what I was telling Vanessa, with my girlfriend. I was telling her, I was like, well, I don't think that seed should be planted when they're young. I think that if you do have a situation, you brought up a good point. If they do feel like they don't feel comfortable in being labeled as a boy or girl. I get that part. I don't think the seeds should be planted for that. I think that that's something that should come natural, and if it comes natural to them, then we accept it.
If it comes natural at an early age, would you be able to accept it?
If it comes natural, yeah. But I mean, I think with today's age, it wouldn't come natural. I don't think there is a natural way for it to come.
How?
Because so that ties back into like the social media and shit. Because you're saying like more like they see it happening,
so they
decide to do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So it goes back to what I say. Like, you know, this is how you feel. So, you know, when you feel a certain way, and you go outside, it's kind of like, you know, it must not be right.
Yeah, I'm resisting to it.
Yeah. So it's like, you know, you feel the way, and if you feel that that's you, then I have to respect it, because I wouldn't appreciate somebody telling me like, I get that's what you're feeling, but that's not it. Like, I know you like girls, but you have to really try guys. Yeah. You know, I'm gonna be like,
yeah,
you know, so I'll be like, what?
Oh shit! No, I get it.
You know, so you wouldn't appreciate it, right?
Yeah.
Like, so just, I mean, and this is just recently, man. Like the Romans were having like gay sex, like
fucking
Greeks
boys,
were
right
having
there.
Yeah, it's been happening for a long time.
1,500 years ago. You know, it was
new.
like. This is not like to like the last 500 years, like
Yeah.
Do you guys?
People been freaky all the time.
and like I said, go
Motherfuckers been
back to
nasty
the
for a
animals,
long
man.
time.
The animals do it.
So
So
animals, fucking rapist dolphins.
Do you guys feel as parents like it's easier to understand that than people who aren't parents? Like the whole being transgender, or like, you know?
no, I think that's just in general. Like
That's just the person.
I don't know. I mean, I have kids. You don't have kids.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but like, I would be like,
Let me put it to you this way: if my children are gay, or you know, prefer a different sex, the world's already gonna hate them enough. Why would I?
Yeah, right.
Why would I hate my kid if the world's already gonna give them? If anything, I often think about this too, because it's a possibility. You don't know. I don't know what my children are thinking, right?
Yeah.
And they're going to become adults, and they're going to learn and explore, and they're going to do their own thing, right? My fear is that they're going to get so much crap from people who are not accepting of their feelings or their choices. Like, that scares me more.
Yeah.
That scares me more than me projecting them or telling them I don't love them, or them, I don't know. Because you hear of so many people hurting themselves because they just can't take it.
Right. Yeah, because there's no support system around them.
There's like a double-edged sword. Is that what it is?
Double-edged sword.
Double-edged sword, right? In one hand, we're building this tolerance, acceptance for these kids who may see it more accepting for them to come out, and they don't have to hurt themselves or deal with the anxiety or the mental
or the backlash,
despair that comes with it, or the backlash. But on the other side, we are exposing our kids to like, hey, look, this could be you, and you know, this is what happens. And are they doing it because it's a fad? Are they doing it because like it's cool?
Well, you guys as parents, what age do you feel like there's a right age for it? Like for you guys to be like, hey, like this is out in the world.
So, listen, when you know. So I think Juan Gabriel said it best. Lo que se ve no se pregunta. I mean, you see it.
Yeah.
You can. This is not something you act. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
And either gender, and either guy or girl. It's not like, oh, you know, let me try to be gay. Like, I don't think that happens, man.
Yeah. Okay.
I think you're either gay or you're not. And that goes for both genders. I mean, you see the girls, and you know, and when you think of gay, you think of like this, like a feminine man.
Yeah.
You know, but sometimes that's not really gay.
What do you think of? I mean, to go off what you said. I mean, you're like, hey, let me try being gay. Like, I mean, don't you think that if a man, specifically a man, had just gone through a bad breakup, he had gone through a bunch of relationships where he got fucked over, that eventually down the line he could say like, maybe I should just be gay, because being one of the guys
then
you get what I'm
then you're really gay.
So if you think that, then you're gay.
No.
If that comes to mind, I think honestly, then you're gay.
No, I think that we're free to choose. Whether we're born or free to choose, whatever it is, you're not the relationship police. You're not the sex police.
Yeah.
Right? If I want to have sex with a woman, I'll have sex with a woman if that's what I choose. If that's how I was born, then that's what I'll do. Because guess what? You're not the sex police.
Right.
Okay.
Right? So I think that's I think if that's the golden rule, who the fuck cares? Right?
Okay.
I think if one of my professors put it best, it's like somebody told him, "Why do you cross your legs like this?" And he's like, "I never noticed that I crossed my legs." Is it because you're gay? No, I just crossed my legs.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like, who cares? If you choose to do that or you were born that way, just love somebody for who they are.
Right.
I don't disagree with that. But I do want to ask you this. Like, do you think that there is a difference between being accepting and being pushy? Because, I mean, do you see a problem with it becoming a trend?
Oh, yeah. So I was saying earlier, like when Dwayne Wade put out there that his son wanted to be a daughter, right?
Yeah.
Or was it the other way around? I can't remember.
I think his son wanted to be a
His son wanted to be a girl. To me, it was like, bravo, let's celebrate the fact that she wants to be who she wants to be. Her parents are accepting of it. But his platform is so big that I'd hate to turn it into a fad where now it hinders the people that really want to express themselves.
Yeah.
Right? Because now you've got kids who are like, well, I'm bi. Well, how do you know you're bi?
Yeah, like there's no belief to it anymore.
Yeah, there's no, like, this is really how I feel. It's more like, well, it's cool to feel this way. Yeah, it's cool to feel this way, but you also have to be respectful of the people that really are going through some shit.
Yeah.
You know?
So that's what I'm saying. I say when you feel like a certain kind of way, especially when it comes to like the sex, I don't think you're like, you know what? I'm going through a shitty time of my life. I might be gay.
I'm going through some shit. I'm trying some
That's
dick.
my midlife.
Or
midlife crisis.
Yeah.
you know what? All these boys don't like me.
Wait.
Hold on. Let me finish my thought.
But it's an analogy.
So-
Hey,
I wanna
I'll
hear
set
this.
up the other mic. Do it.
Do you have the other mic?
Yeah, I'll set it up. Want me to set it up?
Yeah. Set it. Oh, what were we talking about?
Oh, no. I was going to ask a question, but you were finishing your thought, but I think you finished it.
Yeah, I think he got his stuff.
Okay. What's the question?
Okay. So, as men who are heterosexual, you mean to tell me that you've never looked at a man and said, he's attractive, he's handsome? Never. Ever in your life?
Never in my life.
I wouldn't go so far as to say the man was handsome.
Would like complimenting count?
Yeah. Like, oh, your beard looks good. Your hair looks good.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah,
But
right?
not like attractive in that sense. Just like, I don't know, like tattoos. You know,
Like compliment their tattoos.
yeah, like yeah. That's as far as I can think.
Yeah,
but
I
not-
mean, yeah. I want to say something, but I already know you motherfuckers are gonna turn it on me.
We're good.
I
we're
want to
good.
hear it now.
No, we're fine, bro. We're not gonna say nothing. I promise.
We don't judge.
We're not gonna say nothing right now.
2020.
I mean, like, do you guys think Ryan Gosling is handsome?
See, that's what I was gonna say. Like, if you think
He
of like
always
someone like
looks sleepy.
Thor or fucking Captain America,
Captain America's
like,
my
that's a
dude.
good looking dude.
Yeah,
right. But I
see?
don't want to fuck him.
Yeah,
Yeah, exactly.
Of course,
That's what I wanted
he's
to
a
say.
good looking dude. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you for because I didn't know how to say it. I was like, well,
Right.
Captain America, like he's cool, you know, but like I don't want to fuck him. Like, like, I gotta clarify
But
that shit.
you gotta give him props, but I ain't trying to fuck him.
Word.
Yeah, it's the same thing with girls, right? Like, oh, Jennifer Lopez looks hot as hell,
Yeah.
but it doesn't mean I want to do anything with her. She just looks
fine.
really good. I wish I looked like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what?
Jennifer Lopez is her in general, you know.
Just had to put it out there.
I mean, what's up with the double standard? Like, do you? I know it's double standards are shitty, but it's like, for instance, we'll say like, if a guy has sex with 10 girls, he's like a fucking god.
Yeah.
But if a chick does that, it's like, no, she's a hoe. Like, is that a valid double standard?
I think we're moving away from the. I know. I honestly think we are.
Away
you don't
from-
want to go down there?
No. I think because it's right. You know, it should go both ways.
Which
Yeah.
way should it go? Both ways. Like both them hoes, or like they both like, all right, you cool.
So let's be honest. You know, you're a guy and you want to have sex,
right?
So if you're a girl, I mean,
you want to have sex.
They probably want to have sex too.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like it's not like we can choose. Like we're mammals, and that's the way it works. To ignore it, it's just
we're the only mammals that have sex for pleasure.
Really?
If you don't really think of every other mammal is for. Because they gotta survive.
Monkeys aren't mammals, are they?
I have no idea.
Monkeys are mammals. Anything that is
dolphins.
No, monkeys are not mammals. I think they're
monkeys are mammals. Anything that is born from a womb and consumes milk is a mammal.
I'm gonna say
and it's warm-blooded.
But I don't think there's anything else. What is there? It's not a
omnivores.
Are monkeys mammals?
Okay, so from Google, monkeys are a large and varied group of mammals of the primate order.
Good thing.
Well then,
this is from the World Animal
Foundation.
But
it's not all monkeys. I think it's only the chimpanzee.
Yeah,
what
that has
sex for pleasure.
This is what I'm looking at.
There's a specific breed that only has sex for pleasure.
They all do.
It's part of their grooming process.
They all do. The gorillas.
Dolphins are rapists.
Dolphins
are rapists.
Why?
They rape?
Why?
They literally rape. They fuck. They fuck.
What,
like if they see they fuck pufferfish. They see a puffer. They like the way a pufferfish makes them feel.
Don't they eat that shit?
Yeah, they eat that shit.
That's not fucking them.
They fuck. They're rapists. Dolphins are rapists, dude.
I mean, they're just eating. That doesn't make no sense.
No, they legit go up to other dolphins and fuck them.
Just randomly?
They rape them. Male dolphins. A male dolphin goes to another male dolphin.
No,
but is that how dogs work too,
that's what I'm saying. Like they're
dogs work?
They're gay animals, so they're gay.
No,
dolphins.
yeah, of course there's gay animals. But
wait, we're still talking about gays?
They're literally rapists.
I'm gonna have to do my research on that one because I don't believe you.
They're rapists, son.
Damn, dude.
I watch nothing but nature documentaries. They're fucking rapists.
That's a hot take, man. I fuck with it.
That's your opinion.
You think that dolphin's sweet? He's a fucking rapist, dude.
Let me see.
But it is a double standard art.
Yeah, I think it's definitely a double standard.
Yeah, so because I mean,
they
we
want
have
to
to be
fuck,
honest. Like, if you as a boy want to have sex, like more than likely a girl will like to have sex too.
Yeah, like it's okay for them to feel that way and not be ridiculed for it.
Wow. Okay, guys.
So are dolphins rapists?
From Google,
oh my God.
I put, are dolphins rapists, and this is what I got. Yes. Sometimes dolphins hunt, torture, murder, and rape their species or others.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here,
Dolphins are smart, intelligent, amazing creatures that we all know and love, but also they're horrible rapists and murderers.
Man,
Put respect on me,
dolphins.
monks.
Fuck dolphins.
Come on,
my
bro.
bad, bro. My bad. Fuck them. Fuck them
rapists,
dolphins.
bro.
What kind of shit is that?
Whoa.
You know what? That's a fact in my life that I could have gone without knowing.
Yeah, no, I always fuck with dolphins, man. I thought they were
Get
cool. They
outta
made that
here,
little
man.
noise and shit.
Fuck them, dude.
Are we gonna make shits like that?
They're fucking rapists, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, they always look creepy to me.
All right, we got a customer. All right, let's go.
Okay, so I had another question in here, and I didn't know if I was going to ask it because I didn't know if we were going to get on this topic. But since we did, do you think that a woman's value should be based on sexual history?
No.
What do you mean by value?
Well, yeah.
Like how much she's worth?
Not monetary, but just, okay.
I'll give you a goat for your daughter.
I'm trying to just figure out the question. That's all I'm doing. You know, specify the question.
I'm saying like,
you know what I'm saying? You weren't specific.
Yeah, I mean, is she gonna be?
Your daughter's worth the goat.
Okay,
I mean, let's not talk about that right now.
Okay.
Off air.
Hey, John.
Hey, what?
Relax,
Man,
dude.
I got the goats right now, dude. Like, you just let me know.
No.
Dude, relax, bro.
No
Where to
amount
drop
for
them
you.
off.
No, I'm talking about value, like in the sense of like people showing them respect. Like, again, going back to that double standard, do you think that their value actually goes down in the sense of like people wanting to date them, people respecting them
because of how many people they've?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
No, I don't feel like it should be like that. I feel like whatever's
I think we're moving away from the goat type of culture. I mean, Kamala Harris is vice president. That's Michelle Obama.
Word.
You're right.
That's Michelle. That is Michelle Obama.
For those who can't see.
Yeah, so you guys know he's got a big poster of Michelle Obama
in his garage.
in his garage,
In the garage.
in the man cave.
That's fucking inspiring, dude. What the
Right?
fuck? Why do you have that? Why is that there?
John's inspired.
Powerful, man. Powerful.
Take
You
it in.
went on
I say?
Amazon and you said Michelle Obama.
So she did this event in downtown LA, and everything at the event was supposed to be recycled to use in greenhouses.
Right.
And this artist drew these portraits. So the piece of plastic that is frame on is supposed to be for a greenhouse.
Oh, it's recycled.
So, because she was going to do this event, she was like, but you know what? I don't want to do this event in downtown LA and waste all this money. And like,
Yeah.
I want to make it to where when it's over and done with, like, we can do something with that.
Yeah.
So all the panels went into making like greenhouses and, you know, things
Stuff
like
of
that.
nature.
And the wood for the benches, it was made into like chairs for kids
Right.
to go to school and like a little desk or whatever.
So Oscar brought it home for his greenhouse, but I don't know what happened to it.
Nah, no, I just brought the one.
It's on a
piece.
break right now.
I didn't care.
Right.
I didn't care about the. I had a grow room at some point.
Not gonna mention when.
I'm not gonna tell you if it was yesterday, today, or a
10
month
years ago.
Or it was like 10 years
But
ago.
I was
when I
at
was
a
a
different
kid.
level.
Statute of limitations.
Do I feel like that's what's going on now? Like they're getting judged off the amount of people they sleep with?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah, well,
definitely
of
feel
course.
that.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. There's too many that are far few in between that are able to give back that same energy. Like, you know,
What's the resolution though? Is there one?
acceptance. Like, yeah, whatever's in their past is in their past. Like, there's no need to worry about it.
Yeah, like if they're with you now, then
That's what
now.
matters.
Yeah. Like, why, whatever happened, and you weren't there. You don't know what really went down. Just accept what happened and move on.
And I think we lead in the way as a culture in that way
Right.
because you know it's just there's some like backwards people out there, you know. So it's
But what do you tell your friend when your friend says, "Oh, you're dating that hoe"? What do you say?
Damn,
Depends because it depends
If
for
she
me.
is, you know?
Yeah, because if she is like if they don't know that I'm dating her, like then of course I can be upset. Like, hey, like don't call her that or whatever. Like I can stand up for her,
Yeah.
but like in reality, like it really just depends if I'm with. Have I been with her for a long time or am I just fresh?
It could be
In
anybody.
general?
Like you just met her yesterday. You dating that hoe?
Oh, a word? Like,
oh, word? Yeah, I'm gonna have to ask some questions.
I'm
Like,
gonna
hey,
have-
they
I'm
told
gonna
me you
check
was a
this
hoe.
shit out.
What's up?
Yeah, I think
Just tell me
if
the truth.
Immature me, yes, I would definitely look at her different, and I would definitely try to get some answers. But I think that now that from the things that I've learned, I think it's more about acceptance. So I think that I would be like, okay, like whatever she did, like she did, and I've done my fair share of stupid shit. So it is what it is. Water under the bridge, like it's fine. But as long as she respects me, like going forward.
Yeah.
You know?
as long as she doesn't continue
Yes.
with what happened.
So sorry, I don't know if I answered your question, but that's
no,
all
you
I
did.
got.
This is the Sylvia podcast
Yeah,
now.
no,
Okay,
no, she took over.
I asked
damn
the
it.
questions. Just kidding.
It's all good. It's all
We
good.
Just leave your stuff here, man.
We
Yeah, just leave it all here.
shit.
You want to borrow it?
Hey, we getting a check or not?
So what are 5 things that are on your bucket list? Man takes here.
Man takes it.
Let me-
Check. You know, my bucket list, I've had it, and I can't confuse bucket list with goals, right? That's not the same thing.
No. No.
Well, they kind of are goals, are they?
No, not in a sense because it's
nah.
something you want to
Yeah.
like.
Or that you've never done.
Yeah, you've never done. You want
goals
to
are like, you know,
You're going to do it.
it's kind of like for like money type of purposes.
like more career wise. Like, hey, I
Where
want to.
bucket list is like you're
Okay.
not getting nothing out of it. You're just doing it for pleasure, you know.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't put a bucket list together.
Skydiving.
Skydiving is on there, yeah.
I've never been
Fuck
skydiving.
that. I'm good.
I'm good. I won't do that.
I know. African safari.
I did
I'm
the
down.
rope. I broke
Camping.
out from a rope from a helicopter, so
I'll be down for
I
that.
think
Maybe
that's next to skydiving. And
They do,
I mean-
I mean, that's as far as I
bungee
want to get
jumping?
into skydiving.
like rope climbing.
Yeah.
You want to do bungee jumping?
No. Is it like, is that what you're talking about? Like off a helicopter bungee
Yeah.
jumping? That's
No,
pretty-
from
Oh,
a rope.
like rope.
Just a rope.
Repel.
Oh, okay.
Real military shit.
Yeah.
Sure.
then yeah, sure. But
Like I think that's as close as I want to get.
Right.
Yeah, fuck that. I'm good. No skydiving for me.
Are bucket list items like things that put your life in danger?
No.
That's just something you want to do for
like,
pleasure.
Like
You're
for me, I would like to go to
something
Dubai.
like, you know, before I die, I want to do that.
Yeah, I want to go to Dubai.
I would love to go to Dubai and sit on the beach and smoke one of the hookahs.
Just
I think
for
it's
pleasure.
Dubai, France, skydiving. So that's 3. All right.
Mine would have to be travel.
I would want to get my pilot's license.
You know what?
Really?
I did.
Okay.
I did one thing on my bucket list.
What was it?
What was that?
I went to Alaska.
How was that?
It was amazing.
It was amazing.
Fuck yeah.
Could you live there with the whole like it doesn't get dark for a certain time of the year?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
You know, we got chased by a bear.
Word.
When you guys were working over there?
No, when he and I went, we
What the fuck?
we got chased by a bear.
The fuck.
Hell yeah.
Elaborate, please.
Should you tell the story, or do you want me to tell it?
You tell the story.
You go ahead.
So we go to the Walmart and we tell the guy, "Hey, we're gonna go to where's it? Herring Cove, Cove." And the guy's like, "You don't want to go there. There's bears there." But Oscar's like adamant we're gonna do some fishing because we couldn't get on a boat. I don't remember why, but we were gonna do some fishing at this cove. So we get there and we start walking to the stream, and then all of a sudden I see this rock start moving, and there's this eagle on another rock. So I'm looking at the eagle on the rock, and then this other rock starts moving, and Oscar's like, "Babe, that's a bear."
Oh shit.
And I'm like, "Oh shit, that's a bear," you know? And it's like he's moving very gently towards the stream. He's on the other side of the stream. All of a sudden, he starts running towards the stream, and Oscar's like, "Babe, turn around, run." And I'm just like, fuck it. I start running really fast, and I just lost track of Oscar. I don't know where he went. I was like, bye. We have 2 kids. Like I need to make it.
One of us is gonna make it.
But I guess the bear was running towards the stream to catch a salmon that he saw there,
Okay.
right? So he puts his big paw on there, and then all of a sudden Oscar's like, "Babe." I just couldn't go back. I sit in the car, and Oscar, he just stays there and he continues to fish with the bear right
It's
there.
all right. The bear's good. The bear's
You're
fair.
an animal.
The bear, no, the bear got a salmon. Bears are not after people. You know, they got a
just
bad
wanna-
rep.
They just want to eat.
When I put out there,
I
bears
don't
are
know.
not bad. We're bad.
You think pit bulls are worse than fucking bears or not?
Pit bulls?
Because I know
it's
they
not
get a bad rap.
No,
too.
it's nothing wrong with
bad.
pit bulls. I think
Pit bulls
any
are
kind of dog,
beautiful
if you mess him up,
breed. Yeah, I think it's all on the owner.
he's
So
gonna,
who's worse?
He's gonna get you.
You got to make a choice.
I think it's on the owner.
Oh, no, I'm putting you in a bad spot here. Who's worse? Bears or pit bulls?
Bears.
No, bears are not bad, man.
Bears are worse than pit
Bears
bulls.
eat beets. No.
listen, like we want to think like we're like top dog, right? But we're just this balloon that can just be poking. Like we're dead.
Word.
We're not top
shit.
predator out there. You know.
So you're gonna say that a pit bull is worse than a bear?
No, pit bulls are not bad, or bears
I
are not
understand,
bad.
but he's telling you have to pick one. Which one's worse?
That's not the kind of choice, you know. Like
It's a
it's
choice
not really
right
a
there.
choice.
It's a choice in
like
this scenario.
Do
is
you
what
want
it is.
to die by a train or like shoot by dynamite? It's like
Why? Which one would you do?
Train.
I'm doing dynamite.
it's like
man,
if I have to
It's
make
like-
that kind of choice, you know.
That's fucked up. I don't want to make this choice.
You know what? If I wanna, if
dynamite,
I
bro.
have
You're
to, then
like
knock
this.
yourself out. You pick from me.
Blow up.
You know, I give you that. Just pick
Quicker.
whatever makes you feel better at this point.
Okay, but which one is worse, a bear or a pit bull?
I think a bear's stronger. I think that's the
Fair enough.
the
Who's more
rule, the
aggressive?
question.
No.
Yeah.
As far as messing
bear.
with them, yeah, but
A bear is stronger
I'd
than a
say
pit bull for
bull.
sure. You
Yeah.
could take a
Pit bulls get
pit bull.
fucked up.
Yeah, I could take a pit bull. I'd choke a motherfucker.
I can't take a bear.
I don't think I could take a bear.
Yeah, you definitely can't take a bear.
No.
All right.
Maybe.
You can't take a bear.
Like Revan, like
a
what is
baby
it?
bear?
Maybe.
No, not even. I don't think a baby bear
I could
either.
take a baby bear.
Tiger King. Or what's that show?
Yeah, Tiger King. The special.
Hey, he's my homie.
Tiger King.
I think a baby bear you can take. Could you think you could take a mountain lion?
you can take on a baby bear.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, a baby bear. Yeah.
A baby, but it has to be a baby.
I choke. Yeah, I think if I had to, my adrenaline was rushing. I could choke.
Like
it out.
a grown bear.
No,
not a
fuck,
grown bear.
I'm running. I'm trying to run.
So the bear we saw was about this big.
What
like-
kind of bear was it?
It's
Grizzly?
a black bear.
A black bear. Oh, black bear.
Worse.
It's a black bear.
No, black bear's a little.
But you know what? When
bitches.
so when we left, I told the guy that drove us to the freaking airport. he was like, you know what, man? There's people that pay to have this kind of experience. So this guy was like, you know what? There are people that pay just to see the black bear. Like, how lucky are you that you know?
No, I think for me, my bucket list consists of traveling.
Yeah.
Because I mean, why not? I'm tired of seeing the same shit.
And you know what? The wisest thing I ever heard in my life. If you can ever afford yourself something, afford yourself some trouble. Like, go somewhere.
Right.
Yeah, I want to, because I need to see all these.
You need
fucking
to live
pictures.
on ramen and frijoles just so that you can afford a trip. Do it.
And, you know, I have to do that. I had to do that.
That's where I save my money for travel.
And that's what we've done. You know, like when we've gone to these places, I know we take pictures and we post them and we're like, but you know, we really broke. But
no, yeah, but it's still it's the enjoyment. You know, you want to capture that. I take like 1,000 pictures wherever I went. Like seeing all these pictures I see on Instagram sometimes, I'm like, fuck, dude. I honestly like I rather spend a weekend there. Like, you know how nice that'd be just to sit in like this open fucking mountain area and shit, and like all these nice ass fucking. I've seen one where it's an igloo in I don't know where exactly. But it's a heated, you know, it has AC for whatever fucking reason, Wi-Fi, and it's like, you can see like this beautiful lake and all this fucking, like these glaciers, and it's like, that's some shit I want to do. Like, just to take pictures of it and be like, yo, dude, I was there. Maybe smoke a joint or two, you know?
Oh, of course. What else are you going to do there? What are you there? Why are you there?
Why are you there? Well, that's what I'm saying, right? So he's like, no, and I'm like, yeah, dude, why not?
Why.
You know what I'm saying? Let's enjoy it really nice.
Around.
You know?
You're looking at a glacier, dude. Come on.
Gotta have some imagination.
Word.
Right? But I think that's what I want to do is travel.
Yeah, because, you know, when you get to see like all those other places, it makes you think like, you know, this is not it.
Yeah, there's more.
No, there's more out there. And it's not far away sometimes, you know. Sometimes it's close. Like if you just go to Big Bear or...
There's a lake. I don't know if you've ever been to it. It's called the June Lake, I think. It's like 6 hours away.
June
Have you ever heard about it? Yeah.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, like, oh, I can't pull it up. Can you look it up for me? My phone's dead way. I'm gonna get in trouble when I get home.
So what's the next topic?
Next one is going to be, this one's deep, man. What do you think God's opinion is of you? If you could read God's mind, what would he be thinking of you right now?
Where did you get this from?
Him.
Where did you get this from?
It's just you know, lonely nights, bro. Just the imagination.
Are you okay? You good?
Ever since I took shrooms, bro, I've never been the same.
Oh, I bet.
Never been the same. Life is different for me now.
So that's what I'm saying. Which God?
Since it was your question,
it's
how
his
do you
question.
frame this?
I can't.
How do you frame this?
Well, I mean,
what do you think God thinks about monkey? What is God's opinion of monks?
Ah, shit. Honestly, I feel like I say like maybe a tad bit disappointed because there was like a time where, you know, I didn't have that belief. I wasn't in my faith, I guess. You know, I wasn't doing nothing bad, but I wasn't following that. You know, I stuck to something else, and although the something else did bring me some sort of peace and kind of understanding of life, I feel like I maybe a little bit disappointed because I missed all that time.
But don't you think he's proud because you came back?
Yeah, well, he's, you know, all forgiving. So I feel like I just feel like at that time he's, you know, like there's just some disappointment there.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, that's how I would feel. But I mean, what do you mean? It's just one God.
Just in general, whatever God you believe in. If you believe in God.
But so what I'm saying is like, you know, like everybody sees this God thing as a different thing, like. Because there are people that don't believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they have some like good arguments.
Like what?
Like we don't know. And writing is only 5,000 years old.
Yeah.
It was like, you know, so we've been around for millions of years, but we just started writing 5,000 years ago.
Right.
So we have to go by that. But what happened?
But I mean,
before those 5,000.
But I mean, everything is faith, right? Like just because somebody tells you it's one way, like you could believe it, but it could be false. So I mean, you have to have some like like I believe this is what it is.
So let's talk about like Jesus, right? And I know this is gonna sound kind of crazy, like out there, but it's okay.
We live next to a firehouse.
Yeah, guys.
Fuck yeah. I'm all right here.
Safe. This is the safest neighborhood.
Safest area.
Hell yeah.
So just like 200 years ago, like here in America, we never heard of Jesus. It was just Aztec and
and the gods, like
moon, the gods, and the sun, and then
sun god,
and then 200 years into we're like, hey guys, stop it. That's crazy. Like, come on, man. Like, you guys gotta get on this like Jesus stuff. Like, this guy walk on water and like,
he does all kind of crazy shit. You don't even know water to wine, bro. It's fucking amazing.
What are you talking about? The godson of the sun and the moon and like,
like those don't
crazy.
Exist. I feel like everybody has that different belief, and it's okay to have it. But ultimately, I feel like it is probably one higher power. But we're not really gonna know until the day we die. We're not gonna really see who's right or who's wrong, or who was completely off, and all this shit.
So that's what I'm trying to say. Like, it's not for anybody to say like this is the one true.
No,
man.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Because if that was the case.
Then Hitler was right.
Like all these people that grew up and
then Hitler was right.
Oh,
am I wrong?
Well, that went south like pretty.
No, yeah, because think about it, like
with that logic.
I've been watching a lot of documentaries.
You've been alone too much, man.
If that was true, like all these people that died in the jungle never hearing about Jesus, like so they never heard, so they just asked out. Because they never accepted Jesus.
Yeah.
Like with the Mayans.
I've thought about that. Because,
with the Mayans and all that. Like, you know what? My daughter actually told me the other day. She was like, like, how do I know that's real? Because they tell me these things and I hear them. But how do I know? And I told her, I was like, well, see, that's where faith comes into. Because you kind of don't have to see it.
You just
believe in something.
Yeah.
Like, it's not physically there. You can't grab it. You can't show somebody.
Yeah, it's just there.
Something you think is like, hey, that's the truth.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I've always thought that. I asked my girlfriend this question too. Like, since there is different religions, is there different heavens and hells for different religions? Because if I understood you correctly, basically what you're saying is like, yeah, like if Jesus is real and that entire story is real, the people that were in the jungle that never heard of this story, they're pretty much shit out of luck. Like they're going to hell because
they don't know
never
about
accepted it.
Yeah,
but they didn't have a chance to. Right? Like you get one.
Yeah. That's where I see that is. That's where I believe like the higher power. Like I believe there's no matter how it's done, there's just something up there that's controlling us. In a good sense.
Yeah.
Like the whole God has a plan for you and free will and stuff like that. Like I feel like there's something up there that is probably controlling it, like destiny or whatever is going on in the world. But yeah, it's pretty much just having the faith to believe that it's there. Okay. And if you can't come to terms with it, then I'm pretty sure if you look around, you'll find something that calls your attention. And whether you see it as you're not believing in what you were taught to believe in, it's pretty much all the same thing.
Okay, I see it.
Yeah.
Opinions? You're looking at us like we're crazy.
Yeah.
Guys, we're talking about a freaking snake talking to you, all right? Like that's what we believe in, that a snake can talk to you. I think
everything has its wild things, you know what I'm saying?
I think it's funny because when he asked you, what do you think God thinks of you? Your response is how you feel about you. Right?
Yeah.
So, Are you your God? Is your mind and your body your God?
I mean, it could be.
I mean, it all goes back to like, and I've been listening to a lot of indigenous people about how their faith is more in line with the earth.
Yeah.
The spirituality of earth. And how the sun and the moon have a purpose, and the land and this turtleback we live on is meant to be here, and that we need to connect with the earth that way, right?
Yeah.
And like Oscar said, all of a sudden these colonial people come and try to convert people into Christianity, and it just doesn't work, right? So when you say, what would God think of me? It's not really what you think God thinks of you. It's what you think of yourself.
Oh, yeah.
And are you your God?
Yeah, see, I don't
I
know.
often think about that, like,
because when I was lost, you know, I was into really the teachings of Buddha, and you know, enlightenment is something like that. You know, it's you, like, you yourself have to be okay with yourself, and you know, things fall into place. And yeah, like at times I think during the time that I was actually like paying attention to it and researching it, and you know, doing my due diligence of it, I figured out that, you know what, like, yeah, well, I'm letting myself down. Like nobody's doing anything to me. Like I need to be able to fix this myself, because it's really all I have at the end of the day. You know, like I'm one. I need to be good with myself before I can do any good, you know, outside my control right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, like, there's times where I can accept that I'm like, think like you're not doing the best you can do, and you know it. But it's like it's something's hindering you, you know, and a lot of the times it is.
You can be your own God?
No. I'm just saying, like, are we our own God? Do we believe is our mind, our body, our own God?
So I think we're really like, so English is my second language.
Forgive him.
When you feel really strong about something, like, what's the word? Like,
when you feel
Devoted?
passionate,
like next to passion, like, you know, like you're super confident about something.
I would say devoted.
Devoted is probably the next word.
Devotion.
So we think we're like this, like, super, like, smart thing to figure out life, right? Because we feel we're like the smartest thing living on earth, but freaking mushrooms, you know, are like smarter than us, do a lot better.
Mushrooms don't pay bills.
They adapt.
That is real.
They don't pay bills.
And
the way they adapt.
Pay bills.
And then on top of that, we're living on this planet, right, that is rotating. So in 24 hours, it rotates. It does one full rotation. And on 365 days a year, it goes around the orbit at a distance, like at a speed so fast that if we were to hit like anything,
we'd fucking die.
We'll be out. And it's like the one planet that can support life some of its time.
So far.
And some of its surface, not even on every surface. And like we seem to believe like we're the key. And it's like,
I don't know.
like we're nothing.
I don't know.
We're just
a piece of the universe.
We're just lucky to be able to watch this, because
watch the world
at any like
the dome.
Just think about it, at any other place on the universe, as big as it is, you can't see a tree grow and a house stand and a car drive. You know, it just can't happen. You know, we're lucky that we get to see these things.
Yeah. Well, I think that we just get so we become complacent to everything around us, and we just don't even appreciate it. It's like, for instance, like when you get sick, you're like, you start thinking back to the times like, fuck, like, is this what it, like, now I appreciate being able to use my nose to breathe, you know, like it's little shit that we don't even appreciate on the daily, you know, like it's something that I think. You think it's always been that way? You think it's just human nature just to get to become complacent? You think it's always been that way, or you think it's getting worse?
No, I think it's always been that way.
I think
it's just human nature.
Yeah, I think it's something we have to live with. It's gonna happen,
and I think it's just part of our nature too. People say like, "Oh, I love to go to work." I'm like, "What's wrong with you?"
What the fuck is that?
You know, like, I'd rather sit home and like watch TV. Like, like. Are you like, if you truly believe in your heart that you like doing that, then yeah, right? You know, it just doesn't compute with me. It's like
you don't think there's a job? You don't think there's a job out there that you're like, fuck yeah, I'll do that shit every day. Like, I don't care. I think
not if my livelihood depended on it. If it was just for fun, like anything. You know, I do it. But if I had to perform at a certain level, it's like,
I think I'd enjoy it though. The competitiveness, at least for me.
Yeah.
Like I'm good. Like I can do it. I think that's for me.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's a toss up. I don't fucking like working. But
but it was something you were
like,
that's
I
what
don't
I'm
fucking
talking
like
about,
working.
man. Like,
but if you're doing something where you got to keep it up to a certain level, then I'll just be like, I don't want to fucking do this. But all right, man, if I have to do it, I'll do it. But I would much rather be getting baked on my sofa Like that's.
But wait, like
gonna
for you
happen.
that comes with music. Like you that's not a job. You'd like, hell yeah, I want to do that shit.
Yeah, but I mean, see, when you get down to it, you're sitting there for an hour trying to make a fucking beat, and it sounds like shit. And I'm just sitting there like, you know what, dude? Like my Xbox is right there. Like I paid $50 for this sample. I don't care. I'm gonna turn that off, and I'm gonna go get drunk. Like I don't care, you know, because it is like being creative takes a lot of fucking work, and you want to do anything but. Like even like it's
Fair
just
enough.
it's fucking hard to just make something out of nothing. So I'd rather go fucking drink, and maybe it'll come.
But even if like you're getting paid just to do that, like that wouldn't change your mind. Like, damn,
Oh
dude,
no,
like, I could do this.
Not
shit
at all.
all day,
I mean,
no problem.
you fucking sit. I mean, like, you know, I fucking interned for a lot of studios and shit.
Yeah.
Like, you sit in there and it's just motherfuckers like, I don't want to fucking mix this song. I want to go home. I can't wait till my shift's over at 6. Like, it's just another work day. Like, just because motherfuckers are good at it doesn't mean they want to do it.
See, I don't know. I think you're doing it for the wrong things then.
No, because I mean, they obviously they love miking up stuff and, you know, going through the whole process.
Yeah.
But if they're just sitting there, it's like a fucking 13-hour day. You've been working on this one song and they call you like, hey, we need you to stay 8 more hours. We need you to work until 4 a.m. Then you're like, all right, man.
Yeah,
Maybe I can go home and chill for a little bit.
But it would come with the territory because I feel like
Yeah, it definitely does.
I know that there's a job I would love to do and that I'm gonna pursue to do, but I understand that there's gonna be bad days, you know, like days where I'm
Right.
like, man, fuck this, like, what the fuck was I thinking? But I oversee that with the joy I think I'll have of doing the job. So I don't think I'll have days like that, you know. Maybe, you know, like I said, bad days, of course. but
Right.
I don't think it'd be that big of an issue. Like enough for me to be like, nah, I don't want to risk it. I'd rather just go with something safe.
Yeah, I don't know. There are times I can't wait till I fucking just sit down.
Do you think that people that like, you know how they, you know, famous people, celebrities, well, maybe that's a better word, when they get nationally recognized, they receive an award of some sort, and maybe they're doing a documentary on them, and they're like, yeah, like I was working fucking 12 hours a day on this shit 7 days a week. Do you think they were like actually that devoted, or do you think there was definitely times of like being
Like
kind of giving up, you know, kind of, you know, frustration, writer's block, whatever it is that you're doing creatively? But do you think that they actually were doing that fucking nonstop, or do you think there was a time of downtime, a darkness?
There had to be a
time?
break.
Yeah.
I think there had to been a frustration where even they stopped, because there's, I mean, I understand devotion and passion, but at times you get knocked down, and it's all right. Like, just if you're able, the part is getting back up. Isn't really everybody's gonna get knocked down one time or another. You have to fail in order to succeed, anyways.
Right. You know,
So
so I cut you off and you good. I just saw a documentary on Kobe yesterday, and yeah, Kobe Bryant.
Oh, Kobe Bryant. So you
And,
the coronavirus.
no. And
There's a doc
he
on that already?
and he
It's on CNN.
They have TV.
Oh shit!
They have TV episodes about it already.
Oh fuck yeah. And the person framed him the same question. I forgot who he was, but he posed him a similar question where he was like, do you ever doubt yourself, or was there ever a time where Kobe was like, I don't want to do this? And he's like, yeah, I'm only human. Like, do you get angry? Do you doubt yourself? Like, yeah, I have those feelings too, but you just push through it. Like, you see it as another challenge and you excel at it. So I think it's something like that. Like, if you see it as something to better yourself, then yeah, you got to keep doing it. But you're always going to be like, can I really do this? But that just comes with anything you do.
And you know what? And I think, like, once you get to that level, like, that's natural. Because even now, like, for me, like, even when I start, like, a new job, I'm always, like, the first week, like, shit, you know, maybe this is a little too much.
Right.
Because you haven't done it. But then, you know, you wait out a week and 2 weeks, and you're like, you know.
Yeah.
No, this is not that bad. Like, I got
yeah.
this. So I think it is like our nature at first is to be afraid of change.
Mm-hmm.
But once we like embrace it, it's like, all right, then
It's off to the races.
then maybe it's okay. And at some point you kind of either have to sink or swim too, you know.
Yeah. There's definitely a lot.
So it's either for you or it's not. But once you get to this level, you're like a professional athlete or a musician or something, then you're doing something extra that somebody's not willing to do. Even this podcast, you know, like you guys were willing to come all the way over here, do all this setup, in this garage, you know, and hopes for something.
Yeah.
So I think like that's the difference.
Right.
You know, like you gotta put your mouth with your.
You gotta put your money with.
Your money where your mouth is. So.
Yeah.
So I think, once you're willing to do all these other things, like eventually,
It'll pay off.
It'll pay off
As long as you keep doing it.
Yeah.
I think like I said, I think the struggles are worth the.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it makes the victory that much better.
Yeah.
Going through all of that.